Now usually for breakfast I would have something like scrambled egg and bacon. But I'm going back to the oats. So I'm having, what's this? 2/3 of a cup of oats, and I would usually do them as overnight oats. But I forgot to do them last night. So that comes out as 60 grams. And then cover them with milk, which is, hold on. Which one do we need? Just enough to cover them. So we'll say 5 fluid ounces. We'll see how I do with that, and if I need a bit more, I'll pop it on. And then it just depends what fruit I've got. I've used all my blueberries up. So this morning looks like it's going to be raspberries. And how many of these am I going to have? Let's try 60 grams, see how I do with that. Now, I don't know if this is a good move, but we'll pop 5 grams of agave nectar on top. Three, 4.5. There we go, 5.5. And I'll leave that to defrost slightly while I have my cup of tea and sort the cats out. Here we are, off to the vets. Amber's in the back, Topsy's in the front. We're just going for a checkup. There she is, beautiful. Where did I put? We just got back from the vet and it went a lot better than I expected. She said they were the perfect weight and their teeth were amazing, and she was surprised by their age. So we think they're around, I've had them 8 years, but we think they're about 9.5. She said, I don't know what you're giving them, but it's perfect. I've never seen cats at this age with such good teeth. And they were very good, they kept calm. We had a bit of singing on the way down to the vet. And they both had their flea spot, which I didn't know. The spot you get from the vet is of a much higher concentrate than the one that you buy from the what do you call it? The pet shop. I couldn't think of the word then. So they were very good in the car, going down and coming up, and in the actual surgery. Oh, and Topsy had a steroid injection. And the whole thing came to £100, which I was even flabbergasted by. I was expecting a few hundred. So now they've come back and they're settling in. And I now fancy something to eat. So I think I'm going to have a bit of toast. And then I've got to decide what I'm going to do today. As you can see, I'm up and about. And my back so far is doing fine. Now, when I ordered food the other day, unfortunately the only bread I could order to have it delivered to the house, because I couldn't get out, was Tiger Loaf White, which I know is not the best, but it's better than nothing. I can't remember if so this 1940s thing, I'm putting it on hold for a while. Let me get my strength back up again. But I did buy some powdered egg, and I tried it last week, and I don't know if I did it wrong, but it came out a bit like a pancake. So, right, I'm going to put a boiled egg on as well. So it's Monday today, rubbish day, and I've put the rubbish out, but unfortunately I've got enough rubbish to fill another bag. But in this district, in this council, you can only put your rubbish out in certain bags. So today are see-through bags, transparent bags, and I've run out of them. So I need to pick some up. I could have got them when I was out and about now, but I wanted to get straight to the vet, have the cat seen to, and then come straight home again. I didn't want to be faffing around doing a full day shop with the cats in the car, because even though it is 15 degrees, obviously in the car it's a lot hotter. So I think at some point, because I want to stay in the house for a few hours to make sure the cats have settled, plus I'm doing a bit of washing, but I may go to the allotment and take the things that I was going to take on Friday, but I couldn't because of my health. I'm going to take the kettle, the stove, seeds. I might even take a bag of compost, whiz past the Homestead and pick up some pots and take them down there. And then I've got a plan, because something major is happening later in the week, if all the plans go ahead as they are planned. Right, so something else now to add on to my eating diary is 2 slices of white bread and 2 boiled eggs. So what I'm doing is, I found out that a friend of mine is a nutritionist, and she agreed with me that for the time being, if a man needs 2,500 calories a day, then let's reduce that by 500 and just stick to 2,000. So at the end of today, I'm going to do the laborious task of going on MyFitnessPal and writing down everything that I've eaten today. That's why I've been filming it, so I can go back and have a look at all the weights, and then we'll see what today's calories are, and then we'll try and make a bit of movement on it. It's not a diet, it's a new lifestyle. Right, let me have this cup of tea and I'll go and catch up on how the cats are doing. Now, I very rarely buy anything like this, but I just had a thirst on me after being down the homestead, so I thought I'll treat myself. So I've just got back from the homestead and I've been changing the location of the webcam down there. So if you're in the members section, you get to see a live video from the homestead, 24 hours, 7 days a week. So I was there today, just changing it and giving a better location. So now when you go and have a look at it, that's the view you get, showing the mountain as well as the shed. It's actually getting quite warm now. I was going to make a cup of tea, but then I discovered I got a tiny bit of ice cream left with a flake, so I'm going to finish it off and then it's gone. No more. Clearing the house of all the bad stuff, so I'll enjoy this now. There she is, there's Amber. First time to go out in the spring this year. Are you enjoying the heat? Oh, you can tell why I haven't been up here for a while. Oh. Alright, to see if these are dry. Oh, beautiful. I don't know what I'm going to do with this space. Oh, hold on. Let me put these inside and I'll show you the garden. We can have a good look together, because the raspberry seems to have doubled. All right, Amber. Just takes everything twice as long in this garden. Regarding the mould in the corner there, 2 men came last week, 2 roofers, came to assess it, and they'll get back to me in about a week's time with their report. But I was correct. 2 or 3 of the tiles have come loose outside. And apparently one of them is cracked. There you go. I should really do something with these. Beautiful colours. Maybe put them in a trough outside the window there, or take them down the homestead, or even take them to the allotment, or maybe just put them in the garden here. In fact, that's what I might do. Put them in the garden along with the heathers. But the carnations I may take down the homestead. What's this? Cornus. Midwinter fire. Oh yes, that's the one that I wasn't impressed with when it turned up. And these ones, I don't remember. I'll have to go back and have a look at the video. But I do like these ones. Beautiful colour. It's always nice to wake up to a pansy. And this is the other side. The hellebore is putting on a beautiful show. Now, some might think this pot is too small, and I would agree with you, but it'll be there for only a year and then I'll move it. I've just noticed some things I may have forgotten about. Hold on, what's this? Ah, that is another one, but that's the winter one, so that's died back. But I've forgotten about these arbusha. In fact, there's a lot. There's 1, 2, 3, 6. So maybe I'll put them in the top bit of the garden in order to cascade over the bricks up there. can you see Amber? It's nice to see her out at last, because they've stayed in all winter long. This ivy is quite invasive up here. And this brown stuff is a geranium, which is already starting to come back. That's a nice sheltered spot, isn't it? Now, if you remember last year, I put a load of spring bulbs in. So I'm expecting more to appear than what I can see there. But it's nice to wake up in the morning and smell the hyacinths. Beautiful scent. There's some Abretia there. I don't want to get down too low. There's some Abretia. Some tulips. Some more Abretia. And then these, we never got to the bottom of this. It's not grass and it's not chives, but it is something. See, an orthis there is putting on tremendous bit of growth. And I've just look, the peony has just come through the ground, which will be the first year it's flowered. Can't remember that one, but that's a nice flower. And then just in the back is a rambling rose, which does need to be tied up against the brickwork. But there's also a bit of me that sort of thinks, if this was in the wild, in nature, then I wouldn't be there to tie it up, so it can fend for itself. But this, right, so this is the verbena, which has come to an end, so that can come out. Oh, I didn't know I was going to do a bit of gardening today, but gotta shake that off. But these are the raspberries that I got sent last year, and they're putting on tremendous growth. There's another plant there. What's that one? I can't remember. I'll have to go back and look at my old video. Polyanthus there. And there's something there. Something copper there. But all this is the buttercup. But the cats do come here and use it as a toilet. So, like I've said before, I'm quite happy for them to do that. In the back there, that is a clematis. Again, I should really tie it up, but nature will sort itself out. What's next door to it? Look at that there, just in the background. Not sure what that is. Oh, maybe that is the... Oh, right, the clematis. Maybe there was two. I will have to go back and look at my video to remind myself. And then over here then we've got some thyme. Have you got the thyme? There you go, there's a bit of thyme there. Oh, beautiful smell. And this, that's right, this plant here is the cola plant. It's a herb, and if you do that, it smells of cola bottles, like we used to have as kids. It's a stunning smell. Makes you want to have a sweet though. There's a red currant at the back. I think I'm going to leave these sticks in and try some runner beans again. And then over here, not a lot, because that's where the cats come and sit. And then next door to that is a rambling rose. And then in amongst the spring bulbs here, that is a bunch of chives. Oh, stunning smell. Chives and cola bottles. And then in the corner here, and again I'm happy for this to spread, is, can you see it? Mint. Now mint will spread all over the garden, but if you want a lot of it, it's fine. I would rather have mint spreading all over the place than bindweed or mare's tail. This one's called Jessica Sweet Pear. No, it doesn't smell like a pear, it smells like mint. There you are, do a bit of weeding while I'm here. There you go, you can see a better view now. There's only 1 or 2 tiles that need to be changed. But he did say, as he would say, oh, might have to rip the whole lot off, mate. Start again. Don't think you can get these tiles anymore. But we'll see. See what he comes back with. But it's nice to see now the garden, even at this time in the afternoon, what it is, about 2:30, 3 o'clock. It's getting a lot more sun than in the winter. Look at her, she's loving life there in the corner. Topsy's inside. I don't think she's discovered that spring has sprung yet. Just before we go back indoors, and a note for myself more than anything else. Holly. This is to go down to the Homestead, but I haven't worked out where it's going to go yet. Now I wouldn't mind if it developed into a big bush, so maybe somewhere on the border with the river, or maybe somewhere on the fence where the door is. Not by the door, but you know, on that side. But it's nice to get to that point now of the year where you can just leave your back door open. I would love to have a sit down, but to be honest, I can feel this right buttock firming up a bit, even more. So I got a feeling if I stopped, then the bad back would come on. Right, it's 3:15. I have to be somewhere at 6. And I would like to go and visit the allotment today. But first of all, a cup of tea and a sandwich. Well, it is gone 3 o'clock, isn't it? One of the issues with filming what you eat in a day, because apparently these are things that people want to see. I'm just doing it for myself, but I thought I would film it. I thought you might be interested to tag along and have a look. But the problem is, you're more aware of what you eat. Because those things I had this morning, I wouldn't usually have. And the whole point of doing it, I'm fully aware there's few things, you know, the ice cream and stuff like that. But when you think about it, I'm sure there's quite a few little cheeky things you have in your diet as well that you shouldn't have. But you think, oh, just this once. But the good thing about this filming lark is I can see how many just this once do I actually have. Do I have just this 10th time? And then at the end of the week, I will look back over the videos and have a look what needs to be improved. Right, I've got some coleslaw from the butcher. He makes his own up. And I need to use up this bread. Because I'm trying to find brown bread in the valley, so I'm trying to find hen's teeth. But when I couldn't go shopping myself because of the back, you just have to accept what the delivery people bring you. Look at that. That's a nice bit of ham, isn't it? Organic and all that jazz. But this bread is a bit doorstoppy. Right, I bought 4. Oh, I can feel my mouth salivating. 2 for me. Well, 3 for me and 1 for the cat. Because I do like a bit of ham. Maybe I should move the tables and chairs up to the top of the garden. That's an idea. Although I won't do it today, not with this back. I'll eat this as I just go and sit on a stone, like they used to do in olden days, when a glimpse of stocking was looked on as something very shocking. But now God knows, anything goes. That's what you call a sandwich. An old friend of mine from my London allotment days is about to give me a call. So that means a large cup of tea, because we'll be on the phone for at least an hour, chewing the fat. Right, I'm going to have a cup of tea, have a chat with him, and I'll catch up with you later. Now I'm hoping to go to the allotment and go to this meeting tonight to save the local community hall. But I feel a bit exhausted and I feel like I need a little sleep. But my concern is if I lie down, the sciatica will come back because I can feel it. Not at the base, but actually on the buttock. Now, unfortunately, I've been to a community meeting and I've only just got to the allotment. And the time now is 8:15. So I'm just going to dump. Oh no. Hey, look, we've got light. I didn't actually think that light was going to work, to be honest. Look at that. Gardening by the moon. I wanted to start sowing seeds today, but as I've said, it's 8:15 and I'm not going to. But I just wanted to drop these things off because I had them in the car. That's the kettle, new kettle, brand new kettle. So, pots. Oh, I don't know where everything's going yet. Just put them there. Mug, HTV mug. Where can that go that's clean? Okay, you can go there for now. And a spoon. What I'll do is I'll bring an actual box to put all this in. And I've got some compost, John Innes seed sowing compost, which apparently has worm casts in. So I've never tried that before, so that's something new. I've also brought a box of seeds. Like I said, it's going to be a really quick visit today because it is a bit nippy and I need to go home and rest the back because I've been on my feet since dawn. Now, let's have a look at this. Ah, here we are. So there's the gas canisters. Now, I don't want to put them at the window because they might get too hot and explode. I'll put them underneath there for the time being. I'll keep that box. You can always use a box for something, can't you? And also, I believe in not only a new kettle, but a new stove for your new shed. Well, it's amazing that this light is still working. This plot gets sun all day. Oh, that's what I forgot to bring, was my thermometer. Just to give me an idea of how hot it gets. But this sunshine and warm days also brings with it cold nights. There we go. Same stove. In fact, I could use this as my case. There you go. I'll put my spoon in there. Right, I'm not going to set this up now. But there we have it. That is my stove. I wonder how long this light stays on. Right, like I said, it's getting a bit chilly, so I'm going to head home. So I'll catch up with you next time, I think. I think this video's come to an end. I'm not going to do anything else now other than go home and go to bed. Am I going to eat? Maybe. I'll see. If I'm going to eat, then I'll keep filming, and if I'm not, then I'll catch you on the next one. Right, let's go out and see how long this light will last before it goes off. I love that though. Beautiful.